Hi, I'm Benjamin Rothermel with the Benjamin C. Rothermel Esquire law firm.
And I'm Connor Jaccard. I'm an associate at the firm.
Today, we'll be talking about protecting intellectual property with contracts. And in our previous post, we talked about various different types, including non-disclosure agreements, confidentiality agreements, and non-compete agreements. Today, we'll be talking a little bit more in depth about non-disclosure agreements. So, Connor, what is a non-disclosure agreement, or NDA?
So an NDA is essentially a contract that's signed by one individual or business that is going to disclose some important and sensitive information. And then it's also signed by the second party, which is the recipient of that information. The contract sets forth the rules for how that information can then be used after disclosure. So when would you use an NDA? An NDA is something that you're going to use to protect your ideas and other secret information for your business in several circumstances. One is maybe you have trade secret information like a customer list that might not be the type of thing that you can get other types of IP protection for. So you use an NDA. Another example of when you might use an NDA is if you have an idea that you might want to patent, but you haven't yet decided on an IP strategy. So you use an NDA to protect that information.
As Connor discussed, you could have things that are not readily ascertainable by your competitors, important business information. This could be financial data, customer lists. It could be details about an invention. And all of these things are important to protect if you're disclosing them to others with contract protection via a non-disclosure agreement. One of the important things to keep in mind is that there can be certain features of the NDA which are legally required. So you want to avoid those potential pitfalls when drafting the agreement, because in some states, if you go to enforce that, if there's a flaw, that can be fatal to the agreement, and a court won't fix the agreement if there's an error in it. So it's very important to draft it correctly on the front end. Along those lines, if you are interested in drafting a non-disclosure agreement or other type of contract-based intellectual property protection, please feel free to contact our firm and set up a free initial consultation. Thank you. Have a nice day.